जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गांधर्विका गिरिधारी जीव की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्त्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री राधा नयननाथ जीव की जय। जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिस्तोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्तरसा जशिला भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिस्तोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्तरसा जशिला भक्ति दैत माधव गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिस्तोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्तरसा जशिला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। जय परमहंस शिला गौर किशोरदास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय शिशिला सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। जय वैष्णव सार्वभौम शिला जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवर की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वसदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी गो गोवर्धन वृंदावन श्री राधा कुंद श्याम कुंदात्मक श्री परज मंदिर की जय। जय श्री नवदीप धाम की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जय। जय श्री बालोदेव सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ श्री सुदर्शन चक्र जीव की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। जय सर्वविघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंहदेव की जय। जय श्री श्रीमती सीता ठाकुरानी स्वाभिर्भाव तिथि पूजा महामहोत्सव की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर परमानंदे हरि बोल। 1 second, I will put don't disturb mode. 1 second. Yes. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. Today is the appearance day of Sita Thakurani, the consort of Advaita Acharya, and she is Yogamaya. So there is one song written by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, prayer to Yogamaya Devi. 1 second, I want to sing that. It starts with Amara Samana Hin Nahi e Sangsare. You can find in your books. Amara Samara Hin Nahi e Sangsare. By Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Amara Samana Hin Nahi e Sangsare Ostira hoyechi pari bhava para bare Kula Devi Yogamaya মোরে কৃপা করি আবার না সাম্বারিবে কবে বিশ্বাধরি শুনেছি আগামে বেদে মহিমা তোমার শ্রীকৃষ্ণ বিমুখে বান্দি করাও সংসার শ্রীকৃষ্ণ সামুখ্য যার ভাগ্যক্রমে হয় তারে মুক্তি দিয়া কর আশোকা ভয় এ দাসে জানানি করি আকৈতাবা দয়া বৃন্দাবনে দেহস্থান তুমি যোগা মায়া তোমাকে লাঙ্গিয়া কথা জীবে কৃষ্ণ পায় কৃষ্ণ রাসা প্রাকাতিল তোমারা কৃপায় তুমি কৃষ্ণ সাহাচারী জগতা জানানি তুমি দেখাইলে মোরে কৃষ্ণ চিন্তা মনে নিষ্কাপতা হয়ে মাতা চাও মোর পানে বৈষ্ণবে বিশ্বাস বৃদ্ধি হোক প্রতিক্ষণে বৈষ্ণবাচরণ বিনা ভাবা পারাবার ভাকাতি বিনোদনারে হইবারে পার বৈষ্ণবাচরণ বিনা ভাবা পারাবার ভাকাতি বিনোদনারে হইবারে পার জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর শ্রী কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত গদাধর শ্রীবাসাদি গৌর ভক্ত বৃন্দ শ্রী কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত গদাধর শ্রীবাসাদি গৌর ভক্ত বৃন্দ শ্রী কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত গদাধর শ্রীবাসাদি গৌর ভক্ত বৃন্দ শ্রী কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত গদাধর শ্রীবাসাদি গৌর ভক্ত বৃন্দ হরে কৃষ্ণ Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ramo Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare, Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. Today is very auspicious day, appearance day of Srimati Sita Thakurani, the consort of or wife or Shakti of Advaita Acharya. You know, Panchatattva, they're all non-different among themselves. They're all Supreme Lord in different forms, all transcendental. So Krishna became devotee and he is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And his expansion became Nityananda Prabhu. In Krishna Lila, first expansion of Krishna is Balaram. So here Pancha Tattva Atmakam Krishnang Bhakta Rupa. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna is in the form of Bhakta Rupa. Then Bhakta Sarupa expansion is Nityananda Prabhu. And Bhakta Avatar, Avatar of Bhakta is Advaita Acharya. Because he is combined manifestation of Mahavishnu, who is creating the Srishti Lila, and also Sadashiva. They are closely connected, so both they are Advaita Acharya. So as with all Vishnu Tattvas, there is consort also. So Advaita Acharya also has, and then Gadadhar Pandit is internal potency, and Srivas is pure devotee, and others also pure devotees, and Shakti means Raya Ramananda Sarup Damodar, they all belong to that category, Panch Tattva. So Advaita Acharya also has his potency, his Shakti. She is Sita Thakurani in Gaur Lila, but in Krishna Lila she is Jogamaya Devi. And he had another wife who is expansion of this Srimati Thakurani. Her name is Shri Devi. She is also expansion of that Sita Thakurani, Jogamaya. Advaita Acharya stayed here in this world for 125 years. He appeared much before Mahaprabhu, even before Nityananda Prabhu. He was very elderly when Mahaprabhu appeared. So when Mahaprabhu appeared, he, on the pretext of lunar eclipse, there was so much Harinam Sankirtan going on. So everyone was feeling happy. And when the child was born from Sachi Mata and Jagannath Mishra. Then when Sita Devi heard this, because they are friends with Sachi Mata and Jagannath Mishra, because Advaita Acharya had two houses. One was in Shantipur, another was in Navadip, in Mayapur. If you do parikrama, there is Jogapit, that is Mahaprabhu's birthplace. Then little north, if you go, there is Srivas Thakur's house, and almost next to it, little north, is Advaita Acharya's house. So they knew each other well. So when Sita Thakurani came to know, she took permission, but that time they were in Shantipur. She took permission from Advaita Acharya to go and to bless the child. And she came, and also she presented many auspicious articles for the child. And she met Sachi Mata and blessed the child with long life and everything. So there she is mentioned in Chaitanya Bhagavat and Chaitanya Charitamrita. And also she is mentioned when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas. He wanted to go to Vrindavan, but Nityananda Prabhu tricked him, and he brought him back first to Shantipur, to Advaita Acharya's house. So there, all devotees from Navadip, they came to see Mahaprabhu, now as a sannyasi. Also Sachi Mata came, and all devotees. So that time there was about 10 days festival, Nam Sankirtan festival in Advaita Acharya's house. There she is also mentioned. There is one full chapter in Chaitanya Charitamrita about this festival, how Advaita Acharya, because he is God himself, there was so much opulence in his house. And that time Sita Thakurani engaged for cooking for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and for all the Vaishnavas. And Sachi Mata also later was cooking. So there she is mentioned, and she is also saying something. Then also she is mentioned when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Puri. That time devotees from Bengal used to go for Chaturmasya to Puri to be with Mahaprabhu. But first 3 years they were going, or 2 years, they were only male devotees they were going. On the 3rd year, all their wives also went. And then every year they were going, all. So there she is mentioned as going with Advaita Acharya. And when in Puri, different devotees, they used to invite Mahaprabhu to their place for lunch. So Advaita Acharya also was inviting Mahaprabhu, but one day he wanted that Mahaprabhu should come alone so that he can, in privacy, he can serve him. So that day, you remember, there was some big storm, so other sannyasis were not coming, so Mahaprabhu came alone, and Advaita Acharya was very happy. So there it is mentioned that Advaita Acharya started cooking from morning. That time Sita Thakurani was assisting him. She was not cooking, he was cooking everything, but she cut vegetables and collected everything, and everything what is necessary she was assisting. So in this way they were showing ideal household life. Most of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's associates, they are household devotees, but they are pure devotees. Where Krishna is in the center, everyone serving, then there is no problem. They can be pure devotees. So they also showed, and you know, Advaita Acharya had 6 sons in his household life, but 3 became good devotees of Mahaprabhu, 3 deviated. So it is not that just by seminal connection that there is spiritual current. No. Here it is shown. So Sita Thakurani, also she is mentioned when Advaita Acharya, he was feeling very bad. Why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is respecting me as his senior? Then he made that trick, and he went to some place and he was teaching Mayavad philosophy. And Mahaprabhu became very angry and came there and he started beating him. Then that was all plan of Advaita Acharya, to get chastisement from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then he will consider him as Mahaprabhu will consider him as his servant if he will chastise. So Advaita Acharya was very happy when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would beat him. That time Sita Thakurani came and requested Mahaprabhu that he is very old man, so you please don't beat him so much. Then Mahaprabhu became silent, and because he saw that Advaita Acharya was very happy, he said, today I caught you. Today you are giving me proper treatment. Today I'm getting real nectar. You are considering me as your servant. That before, like a senior, like this, that I do not like. Then Mahaprabhu was internally happy, but outwardly he was little shy after that. So in this way she is mentioned in connection with Advaita Acharya. Also we are singing Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Sita. Some others they sing Gopta also. Some sing Sita, means Advaita Acharya's wife. Not ordinary person. She is transcendental person. His personal Shakti. By her grace we can get the service of Krishna. So she is Yogamaya. In the language of Srila Bhakti Rakshakshidridev Gosai Maharaj, Yogamaya is in carrying current. Mahamaya is out carrying current. We are marginal potency. So if we take shelter of Maya, Mahamaya, then she will take us out from Krishna, out carrying current. But if we take shelter of Yogamaya, then Yogamaya will take us in carrying current, take us to the service of Krishna. Our Gurudev explained, Mahamaya is like Krishna is affectionate to all his children, so he has to beat and adore. Both is necessary to raise children. So through Mahamaya, Krishna is beating us, chastising us, and through Yogamaya adoring us in the form of Guru Vaishnava adoring and encouraging us directly to come for the service of Krishna, and through Mahamaya by kicking us, by giving us suffering, punishment, also indirectly encouraging us. This is not the right way. You have to go to serve Krishna. So what we were singing before, that is sung by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, prayer to Yogamaya Devi. So I will read the translation. The likes of such a lowly soul as me is not to be found anywhere in this world. Amara Saman Hin, Nahi, you cannot find someone like me, so low. I have become most agitated due to falling into this vast ocean of material existence. This material existence means all the time agitation, anxiety, fear, worries, suffering is necessary. O Yogamaya, when will you show mercy to me by lifting up the curtain of illusion with which you cover the universe in your external form of Mahamaya? You are known as Kula Devi, the traditional worshipable goddess of all the Vaishnavas. Once Shiva was chanting Gauranga Nam in great ecstasy. Then Parvati asked him, who is this Gaurango? I am feeling very much attracted to this your chanting. Then he said, yes, you should also worship Gaurango here in Navadip. Then she went to Simantadip and she was worshipping Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and he appeared very beautiful. Then she surrendered and she prayed, I am Durga Devi. I have this thankless task to punish the jivas averse to you, so I am very far away from you. in this material world I'm a jailer, I have to do this, so you are not merciful to me, you are not giving me your service, I have to remain very far from you. Then Mahaprabhu said, no, in one form you are Durga Devi, consort of Shiva, but in Vrindavan you are Jogamaya Devi, you are directly getting my service. By you all lila is conducted. So here Bhaktivinoda Thakur is praying, you please lift that illusion as a Mahamaya. I am praying to you. That is, our Gurudev also told, when we are averse to Krishna, then Mahamaya will catch us. When we become inclined to service of Krishna, then we will come under Jogamaya. Mahamaya will give up that illusion. But they are same potency. Like you can, with electricity, same energy, you can heat house or you can cool the house. Different function, but same. So like that, same person, but different functions. So when we become inclined to serve Krishna, then she will lift up this illusion. But so Bhaktivinoda Thakur is praying, you are known as Kula Devi, the traditional worshipable goddess of all the Vaishnavas. Family Devi, Kula Devi. Family, they are worshipping Durga, but she is a Vaishnavi. We heard during Janmashtami time, she is Jogamaya. She appeared from Jashoda, and she transferred Baladev from womb of Rohini from womb of Devaki to Rohini. She agreed on the order of Krishna. Then Vasudev Maharaj brought her from Jashoda to that prison, and Kamsa wanted to kill her. But she escaped from his hands and told, you are a fool. The one who will kill you, he is already born elsewhere. So, Jogamaya is not ordinary. She is a Vaishnavi. By her grace, we can get service of Krishna. So that is why she is worshipable goddess of Vaishnavas. We are visiting Jogamaya in Navadip Dham, Paramatala. There, under tree, she is staying. Breathe the sheep and Jogamaya, that name I forgot. Some special name. Paramatala, they say local people. Jogamaya. I have heard of your glories and activities from the Vedic literatures. Prow the sheep and Maya. I have heard of your glories and activities from the Vedic literatures. You take all those souls who are averse to Krishna and bind them within the material world. That is Durga Devi. Durga means one who is taking care of the prison house. And that is why this material existence also, according to Brahma Samhita, it is called Devi Dham, the place of Devi. Then above that is Mahesh Dham, then Vaikuntha, Hari Dham. To that person whose good fortune gradually dawns, allowing him to again become favorably disposed to Krishna, you award liberation and make him free from all grief and fear. Good fortune, Bhagya Krame Hoy, means here Bhakti Unmukhi Sukriti. When knowingly or unknowingly we do something, that energy is used for the service of Krishna or some Vaishnava, like taking prasad or hearing devotees chanting Harinam or reading devotional book or in some way. When that is accumulated, then Shraddha will appear in our heart. firm belief in the existence of Krishna and that he is Supreme Lord, we are his eternal servants. That faith. So when this faith comes, then when he is inclined to serve Krishna, then Maya will liberate him. We hear the Sadhu Shastra Kripai Jodi Krishna Unmukho hoy, say jip nistare Maya tahare chare. If by the grace of Sadhu and Shastra we become inclined to service of Krishna, then that jiva will become liberated and Maya will give him up. That illusory energy will not work, but Yoga Maya will work, will engage in the service of Krishna. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told to Sanatana Goswami. Oh my dear mother, showing your causeless mercy to this servant, give me a place in Vrindavan. For you are Yoga Maya herself. Without complying with you, no soul at any time can get Krishna. Means ignoring you, Longya, ignoring you, no one can get Krishna. Impossible. We can get Krishna only through service. She is giving the service. We can get service from her when we submit. Without complying with you, no soul at any time can get Krishna, who manifested his Rasa Lila pastimes only by your mercy. Yoga Maya is arranging all Lilas. And she is also making Krishna forget that he is God. And making Radharani forget that she is Purna Shakti, internal potency of Bhagavan. Forget. Then that sweet pastimes can happen. Otherwise, if that knowledge of Godhood is there, then it becomes shrinken, restricted. But Krishna is not thinking, I'm God, Radharani is not thinking. So, that is by Yoga Maya. But, of course, on the order of Krishna. You are an eternal companion of Shri Krishna, and you are the mother of the universe. You have shown me the transcendental wish-fulfilling jewel of Krishna consciousness. Krishna Chintamani. We have to understand sometimes when there is simplified, like Chintamani is like a touchstone, but it is not. Chintamani is not, proper translation is not touchstone. Sparshamani is touchstone, that philosopher's stone. That stone you have to touch to iron, then it will become gold. That is Sparshamani, touchstone. But Chintamani is wish fulfilling. If you have that stone, what you will wish, Chinta, what you will think of, what you will wish, that will come true. So, Harinam Chintamani. Harinam is Chintamani. What you will want, you will get. That is why we have to be careful that we should have this desire only for the service of Krishna. Oh my dear mother, please glance upon me so that my faith in the Vaishnavas may increase at every moment. So this is her grace. Be merciful, you glance on me that my faith in the Vaishnavas may increase at every moment. Today I heard from one devotee, she told when she was in Puri, that time not so much connected with devotees, but through some other way, she was in Puri. Then she told that some Vaishnava, when she was on beach, some Vaishnava was looking at, means when they were near, he looked at her. And she felt that he's looking like with grace. And she was also looking, there was no any talking or anything. just a glance. And she felt that later that brought her to her Guru, that glance. So here, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is praying, please give me that your merciful glance, mercy. Then my faith in Vaishnavas will increase. Also we are singing that song, Ha Ha Prabhu Nityananda, More Koro, Kripa Balokana Koro. No, that song I forgot. Means that is Kripa Abalokana Koro. Ha Ha Prabhu Nityananda. Premananda Sukhi, Kripa Balokana Koro, Ami Boro Dukhi. Narottam Thakur. O Nityananda Prabhu, you are always blissful in prema, Krishna prema. Please make that merciful glance, Kripa Abalokana. The Abalokana means glance. Kripa Abalokana. I am very unhappy. But if we get that merciful glance from Vaishnava, Nityananda Yogamaya, then we can be rescued. Like you remember, when Jagai and Madai, they ran after Haridas Thakur and Nityananda wanting to beat. Then when they came there back, then they explained everything. Then Haridas Thakur understood that they are already rescued. Why? Because Nityananda Prabhu, before he told, we have to tell them also about Harinam. Mahaprabhu told to everyone. So Haridas Thakur felt that Nityananda Prabhu has merciful glance on them. So he considered it will be done, sure, because Nityananda Prabhu put his merciful glance on them. So that is very powerful. You will find also that Kripa Siddhi, it can happen just by glancing. Krishna can give prem. So that blessing, Yogamaya is that internal for the service of Krishna. So all Vaishnavas they are in concrete form, they are Yogamaya. Without the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas, Bhaktivinoda is not able to cross to the other side of this ocean of material existence. That is impossible. We are singing in so many songs. Sadhu Kripa Bina Ar Nahi Ko Pai. So many songs we are singing. Why? Because aversion to Krishna means we have to be in the clutches of Maya. Due to this misuse of our relative means averse to Krishna, then Maya catches us. And we can get devotion to Krishna or awake devotion, that natural devotion for Krishna, which is in the heart of every Atma, or is the nature of every Atma, that can only be awakened or gotten in the company of true devotee. That is why this is so important. With submission we have to go to devotees, not to offend them. Then offense to Vaishnava will totally stop your devotion. This is, we have to be most careful. Even offense to Vishnu is not so grave as offense to Vaishnava is. That is the worst action a jiva can commit. And the best action a jiva can commit is to take shelter of Vaishnava and under his guidance to serve Krishna. So this song, so today is the appearance day of Advaita Acharya Prabhu's consort, Sita Devi. She is unlimited, her glories are unlimited. I am bowing down to her lotus feet and praying for her causeless mercy to bestow service of her lotus feet and that of Advaita Acharya and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu and Radha Krishna. And we are hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Advaita Acharya was also explaining Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam in his house. Vaishnavas used to come to his house and they were discussing these topics of Krishna consciousness, and they were doing kirtan. Advaita Acharya promised, I will bring Supreme Lord here, you will see him, he will rescue all the jivas. So that time Sita Thakurani always she was serving in all ways. So Advaita Acharya, he used to explain Bhagavad Gita, every shloka in the way of bhakti. It can be interpreted in that way also. Otherwise, you will find in Gita, Krishna is telling many stages of different things, karma, gyan, dhyan, so many things, nishkama, karma, so many things. But his ultimate conclusion is devotion. But that is one way of explaining. Another is that every verse is actually pointing to devotion to Krishna. So Advaita Acharya used to explain in this way. But sometimes if he could not catch such interpretation, he would fast. He would fast, not eat, and he would meditate, he would pray to Krishna. What is the meaning here in devotion? So then Krishna used to appear in his dream when Advaita Acharya was fasting, and he gave him the meaning of that verse, how it can be interpreted in direct devotion. So many verses like this Advaita Acharya understood through dream. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there in Navadip Dham, and when he did his that Mahaprakash Lila, where he showed his divine form to everyone and he told them their past activities to let them know that he's really omniscient Supreme Lord, so he also told to Advaita Acharya that time, you remember when you could not understand, that time you were fasting, but I cannot tolerate you fasting. When you are fasting, also I am fasting. So in dream I told you the meaning of those shlokas. And today also I will tell you, there was one shloka, baki, means in Bengali baki means left or remaining. There is one shloka only remaining, which I did not explain to you in terms of devotion, direct devotion. So that Sarvatapani chakra, that Krishna's hands and legs and every and Supreme Lord is everywhere. So today I will tell you. So from the mouth of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he told to Advaita Acharya how to see that verse in terms of devotion. Then Advaita Acharya fainted out of ecstasy. So, and of course Bhagavatam is only about pure devotion, nothing else. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, you should hear Srimad Bhagavatam. So we are hearing that Prithu Maharaj and Mother Earth. So we heard that Mother Earth told, you should milk me. Then these things will come out from me. So then there are different. We heard yesterday that King Prithu, he transformed Swayambhuva Manu into a calf and milked all the herbs and grains from the earth in the form of a cow, keeping them in his cupped hands. That was his pot. And others who were as intelligent as King Prithu also took the essence out of the earthly planet. Indeed, everyone took this opportunity to follow in the footsteps of King Prithu and get whatever he desired from the planet Earth. They were in his Anugatya. They also got what he got. They were following. But then yesterday we heard that all the great sages transformed Brihaspati into a calf, the guru of the demigods, devotees, and making the senses into the pot. They milked all kinds of Vedic knowledge to purify words, mind, and hearing. Brihaspati is Guru or Jupiter. He has all Vedic knowledge and he is a devotee. Prahlad Maharaj sent his own son Virochan to Brihaspati school to become devotee. But he could not become devotee because of presence of so many bad samskaras from past life. But Prahlad Maharaj was not disturbed. He said, I did my duty, but he has such bad samskaras, what to do? By his own example, he was pure devotee and he sent him to school, to Brihaspati school, but he could not become devotee. But because it was out of love, at least this effect was there, that Virochan regretted, why I cannot become devotee. My father is trying so much with love to make me devotee, but I cannot become devotee. He was regretting. Then this had effect on his son, Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj became great devotee, fully surrendered. This we heard yesterday. Now, Kritva Vatsam Suragana, Indram Somam Aduduhan, Hiran Mayena Patrena Viryam Ojo Balam Paya. All the demigods made Indra, the king of heaven, into a calf. And from the earth they milked the beverage Soma. Soma, drink, nectar, that heavenly nectar, which is nectar. Thus they became very powerful in mental speculation and bodily and sensual strength. So everyone is getting what they want from same cow. According to what kind of calf you give and what you want, that will come. And what pot you give. So they wanted Soma. Daiteya Danava Vatsam Praladam Asurar-shabham Vidhaya Duduhan Kshiram Ayah Patre Surasavam. The sons of Diti and the demons transformed Prahlad Maharaj, who was born in an Asura family, into a calf, and they extracted various kinds of liquor and beer, which they put into a pot made of iron. Liquor, alcohol. So demigods, they're taking somarasa, nectar. But demons, they're taking liquor, intoxication, beer. Liquor and beer. One of the alcoholic drinks is beer. Here, somarasa was put in golden pot, but this liquor, they were put in iron pot, inferior. So here those who are in demoniac nature, they like to drink wine and this. Gandharva Saraso Dukshan Patre Padma Maya Payaha Vatsam Vishwavasum Kritva Gandharva Madhu So Bhagam. the inhabitants of Gandharvaloka and Apsaraloka made Vishwavasu into a calf, and they drew the milk into a lotus flower pot. The milk took the shape of sweet musical art and beauty. Vatsena pitaror yamna kavyam kshiram adukshata ama patre mahabhaga shradaya shrad devataha. The fortunate inhabitants of Pitriloka who preside over the funeral ceremonies made Aryama into a calf. With great faith they milked kavya, that is food offered to the ancestors, into an unbaked earthen pot. Ama patre mahabhaga shradaya shrad devata, that is funeral ceremonies, shrad. So they wanted this. Prakalpya vatsam kapilam siddhah sankalpa namayim siddhim nabhasi vidyam cha ye cha vidyadhara dayaha. After this, the inhabitants of Siddhaloka, as well as the inhabitants of Vidyadharaloka, transformed the great sage Kapila into a calf, and making the whole sky into a pot, they milked out specific yogic mystic powers, beginning with anima. Anima means one is anima, one is lagima. Anima means to become very big, or maybe it is opposite. One is anima is and lagima. One is to become very big, one is to become very small. So mystic powers they milked. Anya chamayino mayam antardhana bhutatmanam mayam prakalpya vatsamte duduhur dharana mayim. Others also, the inhabitants of planets known as Kim Purushaloka, made demon Maya into a calf, and they milked out mystic powers by which one can disappear immediately from another's vision and appear again in a different form. Yaksha Raksha Msibhutani Pishachah Pishitashanaha Bhuteshavatsa Duduhuh Kapale Kshata Jasavam. Then the Yakshas, Rakshasas, ghosts, and witches who are habituated to eating flesh, human flesh, transformed Lord Shiva's incarnation, Rudra, Bhutnath, into a calf and milked out beverages made of blood and put them in a pot made of skulls. Tamoguna. Tatha hayo dandashukaha sarpa nagascha takshakam vidhaya vatsam duduhur bilapatre vishampayaha. Thereafter cobras and snakes without hoods, large snakes, scorpions, and many other poisonous animals took poison out of planet Earth as their milk, and kept this poison in snake holes. They made a calf out of takshaka, that snake. Takshaka, who will kill Parikit Maharaj. pashavo yavasam kshiram vatsam kritva cha govrisham aranya patre cha dukshan mrigendrena cha dam strinaha kravyadah praninah kravyam duduhu se kalevare suparna vatsa vihagash charam chacharam evacha. The four-legged animals like the cows made the calf out of the bull who carries Lord Shiva and made a milking pot out of the forest. Thus they got fresh green grasses to eat. Ferocious animals like tigers transformed a lion into a calf, and thus they were able to get flesh for milk. The birds made a calf out of Garuda and took milk from the planet Earth in the form of moving insects and non-moving plants and grasses. Vata vatsa vanaspatayaha pritak rasa mayam payaha girayo himavat vatsa nana dhatun sva sanushu. The trees made a calf out of the banyan tree, and thus they derived milk in the form of many delicious juices. The mountains transformed the Himalayas into a calf, and they milked a variety of minerals into a pot made of the peaks of hills. Sarve svamukya vatsena sve sve patre pritak payaha sarva kama dugham pritivim duduhu pritu bhavitam. The planet Earth supplied everyone his respective food. During the time of King Prithu, the earth was fully under the control of the king. Thus, all the inhabitants of the earth could get their food supply by creating various types of calves and putting their particular types of milk in various pots. Only this one verse, two verses I will read. Evam prithu adayah prithvim anadah svanam atmanaha dohavat sadi bhedena kshira bedam kurudvaha. My dear Vidur, chief of the Kurus, in this way King Prithu and all the others who subsist on food created different types of calves and milked out their respective eatables. Thus they received their various foodstuffs, which were symbolized as milk. Tato mahapatih pritaha sarva kama dugham prituhu duhit tritve cha ka aremam premna duhitri vatsalaha. Thereafter King Prithu was very satisfied with the planet Earth, for she sufficiently supplied all food to various living entities. Thus he developed an affection for the planet Earth, just as if she were his own daughter. Then what happened next we will hear tomorrow. So now he is fully satisfied with her. Hare Krishna. I want to remember that tune. No, I cannot remember. Again, just simple, I will sing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गांधर्विका गिरिधारी जी की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री श्री राधा नयननाथ जीव की जय। जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय। जय पतित पावन शिला गुरुदेव की जय। जय शिला परम गुरुदेव की जय। जय शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवर की जय। जय श्री पंचतत्व प्रभु की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। जय सर्व विघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय श्री श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। जय श्री माती सीता ठाकुरानी स्वाभिर्भाव तिथि पूजा महामहोत्सव की जय। जय श्री अद्वैताचार्य प्रभु की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर प्रमानंदे हरि बोल। थैंक यू ऑल। दंडवत प्रणाम।